All right, welcome back. It is early August 1863. Here's how things look in Virginia. I think it's at this point it's possible the Union could actually make a move here with Sheridan now leading as a general. Probably not this turn, but soon. He's formed Pleasanton and Beaufort into small divisions, so he's going to need to fill those out. But right now he's got about 5,600 in power here, so that's pretty substantial. I think that we can currently hold against it. We are going to try to destroy railroads here in Maryland and make it back. The big move is that we have this cavalry brigade that's besieging Petersburg that we need to take care of. So I'm going to send Early from Suffolk and who is this? Johnson from North Carolina on assault to hopefully we can catch up to it and and attack attack Buford. Not sorry, not Buford. Attack the Saber Brigade here. Um, they'll definitely probably destroy the railroad, which is a bit annoying. So we'll have to fix that next turn. Um, Down here, you can see that Stewart is on the way and will be joining Johnson in 6 days. So we'll see what the Union's 4 divisions are going to do here. Out in Kentucky, what I've done is I've basically decided to not move into Macon, Tennessee. I thought about um, sending a few divisions that way to try to push them out, but instead I think we're going to defend here on the railroad. And so what we have is Jackson with 3 divisions, Polk with 3 divisions, um, Forney with currently 2 divisions, but a 3rd division on the way from Memphis. The extra brigades here will go back to Johnson and Columbus to fill them out. Morgan's cavalry brigade will take over the defenses in Nashville, and Heath's division will come in to Breckinridge's corps. So basically, it'd be like 3 divisions, 3 divisions, and then 6 divisions. So we have 12 divisions and defending total. But currently, only so basically, if they attack here or here, we'll have 9 divisions fighting. If they attack here, we'll have 6 divisions fighting. So I still think the most likely thing is actually Grant crosses the Green River here and then comes west to Barron, Kentucky. To take over the defenses in Fort Donelson, I'm sending the majority of the brigade from Little Rock. So as you can see, Little Rock will remain with a militia unit and an artillery battery. We are targeting the Union here, and let me go ahead and show you this down here as well. We will be moving on the Union. As far as how it looks in at Columbus, you can see here's the Union, and here's Johnson's army, which has an undersized division as well. But we do have more forces on the way to fill that out. Our Navy will go to it'll go to Island 10 to dock. And the reason that is the Union, one thing the Union Navy could do is go down here and make a move to blockade Nashville or Gallatin to prevent us from marching over and defending Nashville. The Union really try to go around. So I want to be closer enough where the Union can, our Navy can attack their Navy to drive them away. The Union has a lot of forces out west. In addition to these 3 divisions here, there's 1 division here, a couple tiny units here. There's another small division here. This is the division with about 400 power, and I'm not really sure what is in these 2, although this looks like this force here has a decent sized force as well. So Shelby's going to go back to Greek Agency to kind of basically rest and resupply. As you can see, we're down to 50% in our ammo. We did have a bit of bad luck. Mud has hit, and so we can't actually get to Fort Bridger. So Baylor's force will head back to Fort Halleck and meet supply wagon, meet the supply wagon there. Perhaps we'll be taking Fort Laramie instead. Otherwise, it's really all that's happening. Here's our force in Arizona. We are sending some additional reinforcements to prepare for the potential next assault. Canby will be recovering for at least a few turns, though. Oh yeah, on the strategic front, I am issuing war bonds, raising taxes. You can see we're doing a few replacements here, and I'm also paying a $1,000 premium for volunteers. Okay, so that's pretty much it. So let's run the turn and see what happens. Okay, we're back. No big battles. Looks like the Union's continuing to move around me in Kentucky. Though still a pretty large force here is facing against us across the Green River. There is now a power of about 5,000. That's probably going to be about 8 divisions here. This is probably about 7 divisions. Unknown militia unit here, and then here's a cavalry division. Looks like that's down here. Unfortunately, Breckenridge did not finish repairing the railroad, so that's a bit of a bummer, as you can see. The good news is our divisions here are mostly recovered, and they'll pretty much be recovered by the next turn. Here's Morgan, and I think Morgan definitely can hold Nashville against Stoneman. Didn't really see too much happen in Virginia. We were able to destroy a railroad, which was plus. No actual battles happened up here. We did have a couple battles happen down here though, and there's really not much left of the Union cavalry force. So it's always a risk that anyone takes when you see a force that far behind enemy lines. As historically, it's possible that pretty much the whole force can be captured if they get caught out of place. Here, I'll show you the battles. Here was the this battle was out in Arkansas, and yeah, attacking the partisan unit. Here was the first one in Virginia against Early, and sorry, that's the same one. And here is the second one, where the majority of the force was actually destroyed by Johnson. So there's really not, as you can see here, there's actually not too much left, except for a few hundred men. We'll try to finish off this time. Let's take a look at Arkansas. There's a supply wagon. There's a few divisions here. Also a division here. They're building another depot in Fayetteville, as you can see. So the Union is really all over here. Shelby did make it back without any problems, and we'll be able to resupply here. Let's see if we can join. That's good. So now Shelby's force is it's a full division. It's a full division now. So they'll be able to resupply and get their complete cohesion back probably this turn. Out in Colorado, you can see we're 5 days away, and supply wagon's 1 day away. So then Beta will be able to have supply. The weather though is good now, so we'll have to decide if we want to just pick up the wagon and then try to head back, or possibly go to Fort Laramie instead. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to Nevada this turn. I didn't see any movement out here. It looks like they're just trying to basically recover those 4 divisions. As you can see, we did have a couple more small brigades arrive, and so now that's close to a full. It's close to a full division. And lastly, let's look at eastern Arizona. So here's the force. It's a pretty weak division, as you can tell, because it's got a lot of still has a lot of volunteers. So hopefully, with this additional artillery battery on the way, we'll be able to put in a bit of a better, stronger position. All right. Well, let's. All right, let's take a look at the messages and see if anything interesting happened. Okay, so several units trained. The Union's making a whole bunch of decisions. Okay, so a whole bunch of movement, as you can expect. All right, there was the battle, a lot more movement. Okay, so we did more railroads last turn. Of course, here's the premium for volunteers. We can print paper money again. And that's pretty much it. So not really any super important messages. We do have plenty of money now in concert companies, so we'll be able to recruit a couple more divisions and do replacements this turn. Okay, see you next time.